Well, good evening, everyone, and happy Detox Diva Day. I am always so excited to bring these calls to you and just huge shout out and thank you to everyone that shows up every week and everyone new that's here tonight. If you're new and we haven't shouted you out yet, and even if we have shouted you out, just go ahead and put in the comment box that you are new to the call, and we're just so excited to have you here. So tonight we're going to go over the brand new Parasite Detox Protocol that just came out. So excited about this. I've loved our Parasite cleanse that we've done. I am kind of the detox specialist of the team and the company. And because I love to do them. Like once you do them so much, you spend so many hours, aren't you like a professional at that? I've got thousands of hours of research in detoxing. And this new kit that we have is beyond good. It is so gentle. I'm so excited to go through it. I've not done it yet. Everyone that's doing it with me that has a new kit is a first timer with this one. So it's going to be really fun. So my name is Tina Heuermann, and I'm the founder and of the Detox Divas. And whether it's your first time joining or you're here every week, I just, again, am so grateful for you. Every week we come here with information, health tips, products. We talk about the ingredients. We talk about the products, how they help. We talk about health issues. We even talk mindset a lot of the time too, because that's a huge passion of mine. I think vocabulary is a very powerful tool, and the more you use it in a positive nature, the more success and joy you're going to have in life. So you're about to see the shift in the way we think about cleansing and detoxing. And when I say core, I mean this level of cleaning is next level. But first, I want to talk about these two amazing people. For those of you that have not heard yet, Miss Paula has announced an amazing added bonus to our already incredible pay plan for those of us that share in the field. I'm one of those people. I love to talk about products and help others feel good. Paula just made that more rewarding for all of us. And she serves as our CEO with her husband, Ben. They created Heart and Body Naturals with one single purpose, and that's sharing high quality plant-based products that support natural wellness. We love to have people, um, oh, thank you, Marcus. Marcus is going to cover that on his call. I have that actually in my notes later. So they understand what struggle is. They did not come from huge beginnings. They came from a very meager start. Paula was actually a very young teenage mama and has built her fortune in this industry. She created this company and the compensation plan. So the Paulas of today have that chance to succeed. And it's just helping other people. So I didn't change that screen. They're not in Kentucky. They're in Ohio. Alexandria Brighton is our formulator. She is world renowned, known for her plant remedies, her formulations. She originally started with an oncologist in Germany, I believe it was, who practiced holistic treatments. And so that's the foundation. She fell in love with plant medicine. And from what I'm told, this woman even sleeps with her plant remedy books. But her formulations combine the healing power of plants with synergistic blends. And we talk about synergy on here a whole lot. When two or more items are combined, they are even more powerful. And every product at Heart and Body Naturals exists because of Alexandria's expertise. And so our success is simple. If you take away her formulas, there would be no Heart and Body Naturals. She is the foundation of who we are. She's a master formulator, educator, and the pioneer in holistic health. So before we get started, we do want to talk about the medical disclaimer to protect the company. The information I'm sharing this evening is for educational purposes only. It has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Nothing I share is intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. I am not a doctor. If you're pregnant, nursing, taking medication under doctor's care, please consult your physician first. Listen to your body and seek professional medical guidance when necessary, and individual results will vary. So let's get started, shall we? Isn't that just a beautiful picture right there that's probably living in probably 80% of you on the call tonight? So parasites are the master of disguise. They do not want to be found and they do not want to leave. You create such a beautiful home for them with the toxic chemicals and everything we're exposed to that they'll just bury down deep into your body because it's just home to them. They live in the shadows and they thrive inside the human body without making themselves very obvious. They feed on our nutrients, rob us of our energy, release toxins that keep us bloated, fatigued, inflamed, and mentally foggy. And most people have no idea that they're carrying them because the symptoms are subtle at first and they mimic common everyday complaints, fogginess, and everything that I just explained. And the invasion is silent because the medical system stopped looking decades ago. They don't look for parasites anymore. And if you bring it up to your doctor, a lot of them will say that you're kind of crazy, but it is a fact that we do have these in our body. And so why are we talking about them? So there are signs that something is taken from you. Parasites, like I said, can steal your nutrients. They release that waste, overloads your liver. They cause inflammation and digestive struggles that leave you feeling like you are always fighting your own body. Let me hear in the comments, drop a 1 if you feel like you're constantly in battle with your body. The fatigue, the bloating, the craving, the anxiety, itchy skin, allergies, hormone chaos, weight loss that will not budge. If you have an itchy butt in the middle of the night, those are probably some sort of parasite as well. They like to crawl out and lay their eggs. You've got parasites, you've got toxic overload, and then you've got your gut imbalance all happening at once. The silent takeover happening is the parasites like Giardia, pinworm, tapeworm, roundworm. They live in your gut for years without you even knowing, and you can get them from pets, produce, water, restaurants, travel, and they love sugar. Who else on this call loves some sugar? The Giardia is an intestinal intruder. Common signs include diarrhea and abdominal cramps. If you've had food poisoning, it could probably be a parasite that was in that. Tapeworms, they are the silent nutrient thief. Common symptoms for those include abdominal pain and weight loss. Then you have malaria, probably not as common in the US, but it can happen. Persistent predator, common signs include fever and chills. And then you've got your lovely little hookworm. Those little black things at the top of that are his teeth. And they are the blood stealers you don't feel. Common signs are anemia and fatigue. Anybody you know have anemia? So why do quick cleanses fail? I see so many people, influencers and health people in the social media and detox world that will promote a parasite cleanse, but they will not talk to you about how to safely do it because it is something that requires care. And I don't mean that lightly. If your liver is not prepped first, you can get very sick with that toxic backup. The bile flow gets blocked, the pathways are not open. Eggs and larvae go untouched. If they don't address the eggs and larvae, they just come back in 30 days. Think about when you're treating your pets for fleas, right? You treat them, and then 30 days later, you have to treat them again, and probably one more treatment in another 30 days because you might be able to kill the adults, but the eggs are still there. They don't use a binder. Die-off toxins are reabsorbed. Cleansings are too short, wrong order of products, poor hydration, constipation during the cleanse, low mineral support, skipped the repair phase. And you end up feeling sick with headaches, skin breakouts, fatigue because your liver cannot keep up. I'm actually talking to a woman right now who has done a parasite cleanse, not ours, but she's got a lot of skin issues going on right now. And tried talking to her about the liver and the detox pathways, but she was not open to listening, which is fine. Everybody's on their own healing journey, but that is one of the signs that she was not properly prepared for the liver cleanse. So, what are we going to be eating during this parasite cleanse? Normal and healthy immune system has sufficient defense mechanisms such as immune cells, acidic gastric juices, secretion such as tears, fluid, mucus, urine, and protection against invaders and pathogens. So, the best protection against worms is considered to be the normal and healthy intestinal microflora and non acidic environment, which is produced by eating real unprocessed foods. No lunch meat that's been processed. We don't want breads. We don't want granola bars. We don't want cereals. We don't want things like that in our body over this parasite cleanse. Actually, ever really. I mean, if we're being honest, those really are not the best foods for us. And modern humans have become so easily infected with many parasites because they consume too few wild plants, berries, and fungi that are rich in natural antimicrobial parasites and antiviral agents. Papaya seeds is one of my favorite things. You do not want to chew them. You want them to enter your digestive tract whole so that they can target the parasites in the area where they're living. And that is one thing. I'm not a fan of the papaya fruit, but I don't mind it in a smoothie. Both of those are really good. Pumpkin seeds are really good. You've got turmeric, garlic, and ginger. I mean, think of all the recipes that you can make with that. Coach Marcus did a training last night on AI, and you could tell AI, I'm doing a 10-day parasite cleanse. These are the things you can take a screenshot of that and upload it into ChatGPT and tell them to put together a 10-day parasite cleanse friendly diet for you. And it will include some of those things on there. And then it'll even give you recipes and a shopping list if you ask it to, organized by aisle. It's pretty powerful. So this detox protocol is very different. We have up-leveled this to such an amazing, amazing level. It's a full system that prepares, eliminates, and binds, and it restores. So we've got all that going for us, right? I just told you the dangers of not doing it properly, and we just covered all that. And Coach Marcus just said it correctly. It's very, very gentle on the digestive system. And so it's a complete multi-phase cleanse designed to open those detox pathways so those toxins can get out first. So then your body can release the parasites and toxins with less stress on it. And so the 4 products, we're going to get into those here. We've got liver support, paracleanse, heavy metal and toxin binder, and the HepaDetox oil. Those 2 are free if you're brand new. Those 2 are free if you order on a new account, or you can order it in your back office too. But if you're new, you're also going to get a special gift that I'm going to talk about later if you place that order tonight or tomorrow night. Very, very important because you'll get the liver support and the HepaDetox for free. And each one of these plays a role and the order that matters for success in this. So the first one we're going to talk about, we talked about this just briefly last week, but I kind of wanted to dive into these ingredients just a little bit more so that you guys can really see what we have our hands on here for the cleanse, not only for the cleanse, but just overall general health. We guarantee that our ingredients are the best quality ingredients because they're obsessive about purity and potency. With the ingredients that they choose, everything passes an in-house quality control system. And most of our products are now made in-house so that we can have that control over that purity. So this is the gateway to your detox. And before you go after the parasites, you have to open up the exit doors. That's the job of the liver support. Think of clearing traffic before the parade starts, right? If the liver and bile ducts are sluggish and toxins and parasites waste have nowhere to go, that's when people feel sick instead of better. And so this blend is going to help prime the liver, the kidneys, and the lymphatic system so your body can move toxins out instead of recycling them back in. It's going to boost that bile flow. It's going to support digestion and balance the minerals so you can handle a deep cleanse without overwhelm. And then the key ingredients, milk thistle, barberry bark, and burdock root, all very important. The milk thistle is going to protect and regenerates liver cells. So if you know somebody that has some sort of liver issue, this would be a great thing for them to take every day. Barberry bark stimulates bile production to help the body break down the fats and flush the waste. And then the burdock root filters the impurities from the bloodstream and supports healthy skin and kidneys. Now, barberry bark, I don't know if you guys remember, was it about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, we launched our berberine. And that is the active compound in berberine and is traditionally used for digestive, liver, gallbladder, and urinary tract infections, but it also has a whole host of other benefits as well. Barberry bark is very, very important. So this is what we're going to do with this liver support. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to prepare your liver. We're going to boost the bile. We're going to support the kidneys and lymph. We're going to reduce the toxin backlog so your body can handle that deeper. And you're going to add about a dropper. A full dropper is about 20 drops. It doesn't fill all the way up. Droppers never full all the way up, but a full dropper, when you squeeze it and then bring all the liquid up into the dropper, that's about 20 drops right there. And you're going to put that in water 8 times a day. Okay. And it can be added to the Vitality. I mix a lot of my powders and tinctures and stuff together and take those all together. We're going to use this for 3 days. This is new, so I really didn't have time to plan for the full 7 days, but we are going to use this for 3 days before starting anything else. We're not going to take any other products. You can take your Fulvic. That's going to help drive that in deeper if you've got the Fulvic, but the liver support is going to help open all that up. Fulvic acts as a binder also. We're going to get to that in a second. But keep your hydration high. These toxins have got to have a river basically to go through to get to those exit doors. And so if you are not drinking enough water, it's going to be a slow trickle versus a gushing stream. And we want them to get out as fast as we can. So you're going to have 8 cups of water plus 8 cups of Vitality. I think we'll get to that in a second. See, this is brand new, so I don't have it memorized like I do the other ones. So Synergy, the next product has wormwood, black walnut hull, and clove, and they work together in synergistic beauty. We talk about synergy a lot on here. And these 3 herbs are the powerhouse trio behind ParaCleanse, brand new tea for us. And each one plays a specific role, and together they get to target every stage of the parasite's life. Remember, I talked about fleas and dogs earlier and how you have to repeat that. Well, we're getting all of them in one sweep: the adults, the larvae, and the eggs. So black walnut hull, I've got my descriptions a little messed up. Black walnut hull follows as the muscle of the formula. It contains a compound called jubilone that is toxic to parasites but safe for humans. It helps break down the biofilm, the sticky barrier parasites hide behind, and removes waste while tightening up the gut lining so nothing can reattach. How cool is that? Clove bud is the closer of the trio. Its natural compound, eugenol, destroys the eggs and larvae that other herbs can't touch. So clove is very, very important. And that means you're not just killing the adult parasites, you're shutting down the next generation as well. And wormwood acts first. It's the bitter compound, and natural plant alkaloids create an internal environment where parasites cannot survive. And it helps stimulate bile and digestive secretions, flushing them from the intestinal walls, keeping new ones from reattaching. We don't want them to reattach. When you start the cleanse, they're going to kind of know it's coming. And parasites are very, very intelligent. And so this is going to help them not be able to go into other parts of the body and hide. And so when these 3 are used together, they create that clean sweep. and they lose their grip, the toxins are released, and your gut terrain resets to a balanced, healthy environment where only beneficial microbes can survive. So that is, I was so excited to finally get the black walnut hull and the wormwood, because I think those are just such powerful things for a detox. So here is how you take the parasite cleanse. This targets the parasite eggs, the larvae, the yeast, the microbial buildup. Wormwood, black walnut hull, and clove create that hostile environment. It's not the happy place with all those warm, sugary, substitutes running through our body. It's a very hostile environment. They don't want to be in that body anymore. So the beginner gentle level is 1 teaspoon of loose tea in 8 ounces of hot water. Cover and steep for 5 to 7 minutes. Strain and sip warm, and enjoy 2 cups a day for 14 days. We're doing a 10-day this time. And then we have the intermediate, where you do a teaspoon of ParaCleanse. You are going to cover and infuse that for 12 to 24 hours. The longer you let that steep, the stronger it gets. Mine actually has been steeping for 24 hours on the stove right now. You're going to strain that, and you're going to have 1 cup twice a day before meals. And then you've got the intermediate, where you're going to use a clean coffee or spice mill and grind up the tea leaves. Fill vegetable capsules or stir the freshly ground powder into warm water to create a gentle herbal tonic. And you're going to take that for 7 days, ideally at the same time each day, to support the body's natural system. Then we have our heavy metal and toxin binder. This is, I don't know, did you guys gotten your bags yet? I was surprised at how heavy it was, but that's got to be the clay in there. So this is the body's cleanup crew. So we prepped with the liver tonic. We cleaned them out and started getting rid of them with the parasite cleanse. And now we are going to go in with the parking lot cleanup crew. And when they die, they don't leave quietly, those little buggers. They release those heavy metals, the microbial waste, and toxins that flood your system. So I don't know if you've seen that video, I've got a reel on my wall, but you can see a parasite releasing toxins into the body. And this binder is your cleanup crew, and it captures all of that garbage before it can make you feel worse. How nice is that? And this formula brings together mineral-rich binders and restorative botanicals that latch onto toxins like magnets. So you've got like a little powdery drink magnet going through your system when you're taking this heavy metal and toxin binder, and it clears what the parasites leave behind. It balances that pH, restores the essential minerals and toxins that often displace. And this keeps the liver from getting overwhelmed again after we just prepared it, right? So this is going to help bind to that and get it out. And it helps you glide through that detox with fewer headaches, skin flare-ups, or fatigue. And so the key ingredients, what's my favorite? Fulvic acid. It binds to those heavy metals and carries them safely out of the body while feeding your cells those trace minerals. It's also going to provide that oxygen. Parasites don't like oxygen. They don't like balanced pH. They don't like a clean system. They don't like minerals. Everything Fulvic does is something that parasites can't stand. But then we're going to have that activated charcoal and bentonite clay in there as well. That's going to help absorb the toxins and chemicals and microbial waste. And then you have the chlorella and the spirulina act as that deep cellular chelator, pulling those heavy metals like mercury, lead, aluminum from your tissues while replenishing chlorophyll and plant-based protein to rebuild that strength. Isn't that just such a beautiful combination? It also has a bunch of other really good things in there, some sea kelp and other ingredients. It's just a powerful formulation. Of course, Alexandria is the greatest. So capture and neutralize those toxins. We're going to mix 1/4 of a scoop into 8 to 10 ounces of water or juice. Take once daily for 14 days, then rest 3 days before repeating. And you're going to want to take this 1 to 2 hours away from food supplements or essential oils. And one of the reasons we're going to do 1 hour after the paracleanse And this ensures that the toxins that have been released by the cleanse are captured and removed, not reabsorbed by the body. So your cleanse feels smoother, lighter, and more complete when you're done. I cannot tell you how excited I am for the next 10 days for this. Then we have our beautiful HEPA detox. This has been a standard in our liver cleanse and parasite cleanse for years now. And no wonder it really is not the star of the show, but man, it makes a nice little backup singer. This is going to help restore, renew, and recharge you. So once those parasites are gone, the toxins are bound, you've got that clean environment, your body needs some recovery time. And just a side note here on this, for a special person on this call, it is not time to go out and eat a Philly cheesesteak sandwich for lunch as soon as you get done with one of these detoxes. I'm not going to name names, but he knows who I'm talking about. And I'm sure he's laughing right now too. Anyway, so this is the renewal phase of your cleanse. It's like giving your liver that little spa day after doing all that heavy lifting. Your liver's going to go through a lot. It's going to be releasing a lot of gunk. And this HEPA detox is the love that's going to love it back to health. And so liver is the main filter. And during the detox, it works overtime. HEPA detox helps your liver bounce back, supporting that bioflow, drainage, cellular repair, so you finish the cleanse feeling strong and clear. It has helichrysum in it. Helichrysum is like the hero, one of the heroes of essential oils that's going to help support the liver cell repair and healthy bile movement. It's got carrot seed in it, which is going to rejuvenate and protect the liver from oxidative stress. It has German chamomile in it, which is going to soothe the inflammation, help balance the body's detox rhythm. And then it has cypress and geranium oils in it that promote circulation and lymphatic drainage, reducing that toxic backlog. And it reminds your liver how to flow properly, filter, and function at its best. HEPA detox oil, you're going to apply 1 to 2 drops directly over the liver area and massage gently. I always tell my clients, if you can, go ahead and add on that castor oil and do yourself some castor oil packs during the liver cleanse and the parasite cleanse. Both are extremely beneficial. I like to put 1 to 2 drops of the liver cleanse directly in my castor oil on a castor oil pack pad, and then put that over my liver with a heating pad, and just give it some extra strength and love and functionality from the herbs and essential oils that we just talked about. You can also apply it over the reflex liver points on the right foot. And you can just Google foot reflexology and then hit images on Google, and you'll be able to see where that liver point is. And then for internal support, you're going to add 2 to 3 drops to the juice of half a lemon in water and drink once a day. And I did put together a little recipe if anybody wants to screenshot that. I've got one for Fulvic, but this one here, I'm going to actually take a bath when I get off the call tonight. So I'll let you know how it goes. This has not been tested, but I truly believe it's going to be a major addition to the detox pathways. But you're going to put 1 to 2 tablespoons of the heavy metal detox binder into a half to 1 cup of magnesium flakes, 2 tablespoons of baking soda just to soften that water a little bit, and then 10 to 20 drops of the HEPA detox essential oil, and then 1 cup of your favorite of brewed Paracleanse tea. You can even add your Paracleanse tea to your bath mixture. Stir that all up in warm water, and or pour that into the warm water after you've stirred it up, and then just soak for 15, 20 minutes and rinse off, and make sure you hydrate well before, during, and after that soak. And if you want a stronger soak and your skin can tolerate it, you can gradually increase that up to 3 tablespoons maximum. But that's about what I would do for that. So I'm excited for my bath tonight. Then how do we prepare? This is kind of one screen of everything we talked about tonight. We've got the liver support prep phase 1. We've got the parasite cleanse activity phase, that's 7 to 14 days with steeping the teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and make I'm going to go ahead and make a picture of it. I've got a picture of it steeping now for 24 hours, so I don't have to wait. I can just have that. I'm all about convenience. If you know me, I'm all about making this easy as possible. And then the heavy metal binder will start on day 2 after the parasite cleanse has started. We'll do the para cleanse for 2 days. And then on day 3, we'll throw in the heavy metal toxic binder. And then during the binder phase, when we're using the heavy metal detox, we will also be using the HEPA detox, essential oil, and applying that internal support, taking a bath in it, all of that. Where do you get magnesium flakes? You can find those on Amazon, mineral rich water. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Lillian. And next screen. This is a short class tonight. So oil of the month. So this is our sister company, Go to Sauna. I'm so excited about the oil of the month club. Compassion is one of my favorite oils. Go to Sauna they've got a cleaning line, they've got a personal care line with hair and body bars, toothbrush, deodorant. But one of my favorite unique things about that company, it's our sister company under the same umbrella. Alexandria is still the formulator, but you'll have an oil of the month club, and every month you'll get a subscription of essential oils. And each month, the oil of the month changes, and it takes you on this emotional healing of with essential oils. It'll come with a daily prayer or intention that you can say daily when you apply the oil. Compassion is November's oil, and it's such a beautiful blend. This kit has the black seed oil in it, and the Compassion is a 15 milliliter. The 2 smaller ones are 10 milliliter, and you get all 4 of those for $69.95. It's such an amazing deal. Again, we're here to make an impact. And that's the whole foundation the company was set up on. We want to make an impact on people's lives. And I love that. So if you order that Parasite Cleanse tonight or anything else that's 100 CB and you're a brand new customer, you will get 3 random go-go sticks, which is another product that is brand new from our Go to Sauna company. My personal favorite is the Focus. I use Focus all the time. In fact, I got to get another one of those. I need a new one. Mood boost has been an amazing thing for me this week. It's been an emotionally trying week for me, but made it through. Spikenard is another amazing one. Spikenard was the essential oil that was used by Mary Magdalene on Jesus's feet a few days before he was crucified, and it helps with trauma response and just gives your body that calming that you need before you go to sleep, or if you're in a stressful situation, you just need some additional calm. Spikenard's going to be one you're going to want to grab. But that is free only for the next 2 days. Also, if you're getting the Parasite Cleanse, the liver support and the HEPA detox is free only for the next 2 days as well. So keep that in mind when you're trying to decide if you're going to do one on your own. This will be my last liver cleanse of the year. I'll start up again in March over the full moon. I think that's the worm moon in March. I like to start over the worm moon. November's Try Me product is going to be Beetroot Max. Beetroot Max is probably a 6-month-old product with our company. We've added a couple ingredients to it that just make it a powerhouse. It is targeted support for the cardiovascular system. It's got beets, hawthorn berry, and capros, which is a patented ingredient that's got scientific studies behind it. And it's clinically proven that improves blood vessel health, nitric oxide production, and reduces oxidative stress for long-term cardiovascular. And then the bonuses is the Shishandra, which is huge, green tea, ashwagandha, that's your calming, turmeric, garlic, ginseng, astragalus, bilberry, vitamin C, and probiotics, giving you a full body wellness support beyond the heart. That's going to be a great product for those of you that do take advantage of our auto delivery. Beetroot Max is the product that's going to help you in December, just kind of put everything back together, restore your body. It's a really great product for post detox. So brilliant, brilliant there. I think Megan thought of that. So directly after this call is going to be Coach Marcus, and I'm so excited for him to talk to you tonight because we finally dialed in the information from Paula on how this bonus structure works. Marcus, I'm going to shoot you a text real quick with some information that I came up with today. I don't know if you were on the call earlier, but just by enrolling 3 people, your potential income is $1,387. So if you are interested in learning more about that, Coach Marcus is going to do an excellent job talking, from products to paychecks. There you go. We should rename that. Anyway, he's going to talk about the financial aspect of what we get to do here with the company. So I highly suggest you hop on that call with him. He's such an amazing, compassionate leader, and I'm so glad I get to work so closely with him. And there we go. So there's another screenshot. If you want to take that and post that, that's going to be your directions for the parasite cleanse. Then next week, we're going to be beating the winter blues, and that's going to be on the Detox Divas at 7:00 Central, coffeetalkwithtina.com. We're coming up on a season where a lot of us struggle due to grief. Some people struggle with loneliness, abandonment, all kinds of issues come up. And so we are going to provide some tools and tips and tricks to help you get through the holidays and experience that joy. And again, I love talking mindset, so we'll be covering some of that as well. So with that, I will go ahead and close this meeting. I just want to, again, thank you so much for being a part of the Detox Diva community. I appreciate you each week for coming on and helping me with the calls, blowing up the chat with excitement, and then sharing your excitement and notes from these calls with your own network. I just am so blessed to be surrounded by such a community of amazing people. So have a great night, you guys, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.